Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third of our three annual winter concerts here at South Brunswick High School. My name is Mark Lalamia, and I want to welcome you this evening to our performance. Please silence all cell phones and any electronic devices, as they can be distracting to the performers. And in the unlikely event of an emergency, please take note of the nearest exit, keeping in mind that it may be behind you. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the performance.
Hello and welcome to the third night of concerts here at the high school. All right, that was the College Countdown by Hunter Strickland with our AP weighted percussion section and our Crossroads North percussion. Can we get one more round of applause for them, folks? Our next piece is the Honors Band percussion section with a performance of Silent Nights. So sit back and let's enjoy. Our last percussion section is the 1B percussion ensemble, right? That has many more people. So we'll get started in just a minute. They have 3 pieces. First, they will play Trapdoor, followed by Mark Ford's One Eye Jacks, and then they will finish their set with Deck the Halls by Jesse Matson. All right, so just a minute and then enjoy.
Good evening and welcome to the choir portion of our winter concert, and we are so excited to share with you this evening a wonderful music spanning different time periods and different parts of the world, and we have just so much to share with you, and we're very, very excited. These group of young singers behind me is our mixed chorus, or well, a part of our mixed chorus. We have two of them, and they're both, each group is singing different repertoire. The piece you just heard, In This Ancient House, features a Japanese text from a Japanese poem, and they sung both the Japanese words and the English words. Our next piece, and our to-be mixed chorus final piece is Aurora Borealis. Please enjoy. This is our other group of mixed chorus, and they just performed for you Evening Star with poem by Edgar Allan Poe. Yes, spooky. Yes, I like the piano part a lot. But now for our next piece, something completely different. Is a piece called Ballad of the Tempest. And we liked, something I talked about all the time in our class periods was that this is like a story, this is like a stage production. And there's a beginning, a middle, an end, a setting, a plot, a narrative, we have characters. So that you're going to see many facial expressions, lots of dynamics, and so many fun musical moments. But with a story that's just simply about that even when things look terrible, even when things get really, really difficult, and it seems like there is no hope, there is some hope. And we just need to have a little bit of faith to get through our most difficult challenges. Ballad of the Tempest.
We were
This piece that you just heard was Circa Mea, taken from text from Carmina Burana. Now, the folks behind me are going to shuffle around for our next piece. But while we're shuffling around, we featured some soloists and instrumentalists. We had Lizzie on djembe, and we have Ananya and Charlene on solos. Can we give them one more round of applause? Thank you. So the ensemble behind me is our honors level ensemble chorale. And our next piece for you, just to get us a little bit into the fun holiday kind of spirit, ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding. Dong, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, ding-dong. Ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, 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 ding-a-ding. Dong, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, 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 ding-dong. Ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, 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 ding-dong. Merrily on high, hear the bells ring. Merrily the heavens sing. Merrily on high, hear the bells ring. O'er the earth they ding dong ding. Ding a ding a ding a ding ding a ding dong ding ding a ding a ding a ding dong ding a ding a ding a ding ding a ding dong ding ding a ding ding dong ding a ding a ding a ding ding a ding ding a ding dong. ding a ding a ding, ding dong ding dong, ding a ding a ding a ding a ding dong ding dong, ding a 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 ding 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 dong, ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding a ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding a ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding a ding a ding ding dong. Merrily on high, hear the bells ring, merrily the heavens sing. Merrily on high, hear the bells ring, o'er the earth they ding dong ding. Merrily on high, hear the bells ring, merrily the heavens sing. Merrily on high, hear the bells ring, o'er the earth they ding dong dong. O'er the earth they ding dong dong, ding dong dong. Ding dong ding dong, ding dong ding dong, ding dong ding dong, ding dong ding dong. Ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding dong, merrily they ding dong ding. Ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding. Ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding. Ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding. Ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding ding a ding a ding dong, ding a ding d
And we're going to shuffle one more time behind me for our final piece for Honors Chorale. A piece from a composer that's actually pretty new to the world of music and into composition and to writing choir music. Most people don't know him. His name is Eric Whitaker. And they're performing a piece called Glow. In fact, the choir in front of me is probably mad at me because I didn't give them an Eric Whitaker piece. But this piece behind me called Glow is a very, very beautiful piece. And if you listen very carefully, we also reference the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, which our 2B Bix chorus mentioned earlier for us. So everyone, please enjoy Glow by Eric Whitaker. Glow. And I would be remiss to not mention that one of our accompanists, Hannah, played 2 pieces for us. She played for 2B mixed chorus earlier, and she also was featured on Glow. Can we give please have a big round of applause for our accompanist? The choir that just performed Darakita by Rina Ismail is the concert choir, our collegiate auditioned ensemble for choir. And this piece is a really, really interesting piece because the composer, while the syllables that you heard were not real Indian words, they take the sounds from Indian classical instruments and incorporated it into a composition that mimicked a lot of the sounds. And when we learned this piece, we talked a lot about the raga and what that means and how it can be similar but also quite different from Western traditional style music. And this is a really, really fun piece for us, and we really hope you enjoyed Darakita. And please enjoy for what we have in store for you with Northern Lights. So as you can see, our next piece, We Are the Music Makers, require just a little bit of setup. And before we get into the music, this is a very, very, very famous poem called We Are the Music Makers. And while a lot of the words does specifically talk about actually making music, there's actually more to it than just music. This is more than just creating music. It's also about creating art. It's about affecting the world and people with the art, or more specifically music, that anybody can create. Sea breakers, world changers. These are some of the words you're going to hear in this piece. One day during rehearsal, I had asked the choir, what makes you a music maker? And most of them wrote down things on note cards or mentioned out loud, like what kinds of things they were involved in musically throughout their lives. But then we spun it around and said, how are you a world changer? How are you a sea breaker? How are you a sky changer? Whatever. And this basket contains many, many of their responses. And I'm not going to read any of them out loud, but this basket full of their responses represents the hopes, the dreams, and the musicianship and the artistry that all of these musicians have experienced through their lives and have affected with other people. Everybody, no matter if you're rich or poor or young or old or in power or just your everyday common person, a peasant, so to say, is a music maker. Everyone in this room is a music maker and has the power to make change and to change the world. We Are the Music Makers, featuring semi-chorus and some percussion.
We are the music makers. We are the music makers. We are music makers. And we are dreamers. We are the music makers. We are the music makers. Music makers. We are the music makers. Music makers. We are the music makers of music. We are the music makers. Music makers. We are the music makers of music. We are the music makers. Music makers. We are the music makers. We are the music makers, and we are dreamers. Wandering by sea breakers, sitting by the street. We are movers, we are shakers.
get one more round of applause for this ensemble of percussionists, soloists, senators, and musicians. Thank you so much. That piece actually originally had a djembe part, but I thought we have a fantastic beatboxer in our music program. So I thought, why do a djembe part when we can have amazing music and artistry with our beatboxer? Our second chorus also is comprised of our 4 main section leaders in concert choir, one for soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, and that is Dripta, Maple, Franklin, and Sophic. So thank you so much, all of you brilliant musicians. Before our final piece this evening, Home for the Holidays, which is our usual traditional closer, there are many, many, many thank yous that I would like to say. First, thank you to our tech crew up in the booth, whomever is up there helping us create our sound and our lighting to make this show happen. I would also like to thank all of my music colleagues for a fantastic group of people to work with and for creating this music program together. Couldn't do it without any of them, as well as our music supervisor, Rob Sears. I'd like to thank our accompanists for helping us out and for playing for our choirs today. I would also like to thank VTN for recording and live streaming our concert this evening, and all of our concerts. Big thank yous to our custodial staff, Kathy Rock and Danny Zippo, for taking care of our school, as well as our principal, Peter Varela. I would also like to extend thank you to our district administrators at Black Horse Lane and Scott Fetter, our superintendent. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank every single parent in this room of a musician, of any of these students in here. Without you, and for your efforts of driving your children to rehearsals, to classes, for waiting for them to be done at like 9:30 p.m. every once in a while, or maybe they're practicing nonstop at home. Hopefully they're doing that. Thank you so much for all of your efforts. Friends who have come to support your classmates and your friends up here singing and playing, thank you so much. And a big thank you to just in general you, our entire audience. Music cannot thrive without appreciators of music, and all of you are appreciators of music by not only being musicians, watching musicians, but are also enjoying and supporting the arts. Thank you all so much. Ooh, this is important. I almost forgot. And this is so important. Outside, we are accepting donations for toys, for Friends of JJ, our fundraiser. Are we collecting more after tonight? Tonight's the last night, so if you have any toys that you would like to donate for children who may be spending the holidays in hospitals being taken care of, we would appreciate any of your donations.
Good record is Tuesday night, but we can meet them.
Let's beat the record tonight, folks. But everyone, for our final piece, Home for the Holidays, please drive home safely afterwards, and thank you so much.
are traveling down to Dixie's sunny shores. From Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam, if you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. I met a man who lives in Tennessee, and he was heading for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie. From Pennsylvania flew to